Everyone, it's Joy. So I wanted to do a really quick review on the Rachel K CC pressed powder. Pressed powder. Pressed powder. And oops, you can see my yard in the reflection. There we go. That's better. And I am in the color, I believe it's medium. I don't see it on here anywhere. But I ordered this through Lisa D1, who you probably have all heard of. She sells the Rachel K CC cream. And then I thought, since I was doing the Obagi, I can't speak today, the Obagi and on my skin, that I would try the pressed powder. Now, when I got this in the mail and she had it, it's not her fault. She had it all wrapped up beautifully and tight and packaged in bubble wrap and everything, and it came and it was broken. It comes with a really cute sponge, Rachel K. It's a powder puff. It's not actually a sponge. It's a really soft powder puff, and you can see where it was busted out in here. And then there's this layer, protective layer supposedly, over the top of it here. That, can you see that? It opens up like that, and it's plastic. And you can see how, let's see if you can see that, how, what is the word I want to use? How light and, because it's a mineral powder, so it's light and airy, kind of a powder. It's not a lot of coverage, but it's a nice, light, creamy kind of coverage. I have been applying, since it was, I've used it for a while now, so I could give you a pretty good review on it. And since it was all kind of busted out in there, it was almost like a loose powder. And I've been using it with my Sonia Kashuk powder brush. Is there a number on this? Number 130. And what I've been doing is sometimes it's hard to get that lid open. I've just been kind of popping this in there like that, and then patting it on my face like that. And you can see the coverage is pretty good. I have NARS moisturizer on today, and so it's a fairly good coverage. My lighting is not so good because it's raining here today, so the sunlight is not coming through very well. But every time I use it, it crumbles a little bit more on the inside. So thank goodness I can't even open that up with my fingernail now. So I'm really, you can see a little bit more has crumbled. So I'm really happy that it has this plastic protective covering on it. I tried using it with the little puff. You can see it's dirty. And that works. Actually, on the go, that works pretty well as well. I usually get a little bit red around my nose because I have pretty much year-round allergies. I'm highly allergic to molds, and when it rains, you know how it gets kind of moldy out there. Anyway, but this, I've actually really enjoyed it. Whether it's broken, it kind of works as a loose powder. It's still pressed enough in there where I can, if I wanted to, I could put this in my bag and travel with it because it does have that plastic protective case on it. If you are bothered by something that crumbles so easily, then I probably wouldn't recommend this to you. But it's not cheap. I think it was like $32. And when I opened it, I was like, oh, bummer, it's busted. And I didn't know if I was going to send it back. And I thought, well, you know, it's just then kind of like a loose, so I just kind of thought I would use it anyway. And I have really enjoyed the finish that it gives. It's light enough without giving a too powdery, cakey look. It doesn't seem to settle into my fine lines. And I used it when I was going through the really red, dry, flaky process of the Obagi skincare to see if I could actually use a powder. And now that I'm kind of a little bit past that reddish, massively peeling stage, I find that it works really well. It's a very light coverage. It's not a full coverage. I wouldn't call it a foundation, but it does say it's a blemish balm pressed powder, mineral color control. So it does even out the redness, which I really enjoyed that because when I was, pretty red from the Obagi, I felt like it gave me a nice even skin tone color. So, if you don't mind something, getting flaky and kind of crumbling, then I would recommend this. If you have issues with that and you like your pressed powder to be a firm pressed powder, then I wouldn't recommend this to you. But I do find, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. I know everybody talks about the Rachel K CC cream, but not the pressed powder, so that's why I thought I would give this one a try. So I am enjoying it. For a mature skin, I find that the mineral color control works really well for me. I don't need a blemish balm so much, but I do find that I like that it is a light coverage. It does control the redness from when I get red from my Obagi, and it is a light, creamy-ish powder coverage. So I am really enjoying it, and I don't mind that it crumbles every time I use it. I don't know if that's normal for this powder or if mine is defective, but in that way, or if it's, since it is a mineral powder, if it's just really, really light and tends to do that. So let me know if you've tried this and what your thoughts are on this, and I hope that that was helpful, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great Thanksgiving holiday. Bye.